everybody, I'm Crow. Welcome back to Beholder. Everything in the house is fixed. And apparently, the glasses that we're missing, my daughter knows where they are, so we need to do something about that. Daily news. Several hours ago, a series of explosions took place at the convenience goods storage facility on Crushvice Street. No one was killed, but 15 people were injured. The situation is under control, so there's no reason to panic. Now for the weather. Tomorrow, look for winds from the north, a high of 60 degrees, and light showers. Comrades, we have spoken and spoken loud. The whole city heard. The explosions took place at the plant where state officials were planning to introduce 14-hour shifts. The government won't listen to our peaceful voices, so let it hear our cries of war. We will force them to respect the rights of the workers. If they continue with their plans, we'll turn the ministry to rubble. My daughter is sick and she needs medicine I can't get here. It's called Liebespirit. Can you get it for me? I saw it on the list. It's an unusual request. It's expensive. 15,000. Wow. As you know, it's prohibited to import medicine. Alright, I thought the price might actually go down for us because we're on trainee, but that's fine too. We've just got to get 11,640 more. We moved in 2 new people now too, so I'll have new sources of income. And now guns are illegal as well. It was also brought to my attention that another thing that I could have done to get enough money to save Patrick from having to work in a coal mine, apples are actually the cheapest contraband item. I don't know why the hell I bought a record in that last time we played. The second time that I didn't show anyway. But if you put an apple in each one of their rooms, you can blackmail everybody. So if I had actually done that to every person, I would have gotten a lot more money and been able to handle it. It would have been a stretch on normal still, but we could have potentially gotten an extra 8,000, which would have been enough to cover his 7,500. Hello, I'm Carl, the landlord. Full Fledel Brukich, a student at the university. My son used to be at a university. Ask about the name. My father picked this silly name. Mom calls me Full. I don't like that either. Learn what it means. It means fulfill the legacy of our dear leader. Every time I tell my father about my name, he laughs and says it could be worse. Worse? He likes telling the same story, which he finds amusing over and over. Once a woman went to the king of a neighboring country and asked him to change her last name because of how horrible it sounded. Her last name was Seven Butts. The king giggled, fulfilled her request, and said 5 will be enough. I must admit the story is funny. My father says it's better to fulfill the legends of the dear leader in our great state than to make friends with 5 butt faces in a neighboring country. He was right. You don't understand anything. You don't have to answer each time you're asked what your weird name means. You don't hear your father is not only a joker, but a patriot. Every day. Huh, she actually had a record in her house already. I didn't even need to plant the apple. But I did anyway. We'll see if I can blackmail her for each item in there. Hello, Carl. Who are you, a new tenant? I know everyone who lives in this building, but this is the first time I've seen you. We don't know each other, but I hope we become friends. My name is George Danton. How can I help you? I made inquiries, Carl. I think you're a decent man who can be trusted. After that, I want you to do me a simple but important favor. What should I do? A young man, Full Fledel Brukich, lives in your building. Can you give him this box? Why don't you do it yourself? I have my reasons. You'll know them after you do me the favor. There's only one condition. Do not open the box. Are you trying to get me mixed up in something illegal? Aren't you afraid I'll report this to the quarter? Fear divides people. I assure you we have opposing goals. The only thing you need to know now is we'll pay you a good price for this case. Very well, do you agree? Take the box and give it to him. Take the box and give it to the office. Turn down the deal. This sounds suspicious. Is my house gonna blow up? Why can't I open it? Am I gonna go to jail if he dies? He said he trusts me, and he looks like he has a lot of money. I'm gonna profile him first. I'm gonna profile him and blackmail him, and then I'll give him the box. Well, the money won't hurt. Give me the box. Thanks, Carl. We pay our debts. Okay, that's more of a crate. That's less death invoking. Life is great. Leo Gvizdek is the winner of the annual labor lottery. He has faithfully served his country for 20 years without a single violation. He is the pride of the state. The prize this year is $100,000. Remember, every citizen with more than 15 years of work experience can take part in the lottery. People with more than 15 years of work experience can take part in the lottery? What does that tell us? That Leo and his companions in misfortune spent decades working... That's only 1.5. Working hard and paying crazy amounts of money to the labor lottery fund? Each of them could have saved $40,000 over the course of 20 years. Where did the rest of the money go? Can the lottery administration tell us that? Carl, buy us a radio. Are you a manager or not? I always hear the news over the phone. Are you serious? How may I help? I need $500 for groceries. Okay, but just, know that you're killing our daughter. Man, did this guy ever have a lot of stuff. 2,800? That's awesome. And now we blackmail. You know, my son couldn't afford to go to college. But, you certainly seem to have no problem doing that. And if that's the case, you've gotta have a lot of money, huh? 60/40. September 1st. And I do believe you had contraband. If you don't send $2,000 to me, I think we're gonna have a problem. Oh god, I have to get a phone. I had to cancel my report. Pick up the phone. Accept private call. Hello, this is Carl Stein. With whom am I talking? You've heard about the National Labor Lottery, right? Its winner, Leo Gvizdek, is looking for a place to stay. We want you to give refuge to this lucky man. What good will that do? Who are you? We're well-wishers. He'll soon face 1,000 temptations. Bandits and frauds will be wanting for him around every corner. We want to help. After he moves in, you must convince him to invest his winnings in our production. Our Horns and Hooves Trust benefits the science of breeding and caring for farm animals. We help farmers sell every part of an animal's carcass. They don't waste a thing. We send the meat to the stores and the skins to the shoemakers, and we use the rest for preparing our proprietary jellied meat. Jellied meat? Do you not like jellied meat? How can one say? Consider this a warning, Carl. If somebody stands in our way, he becomes jellied meat himself. Soon, our jellied meat will become a national good. All you need to do is convince Leo Gvizdek that his future belongs to our jellied meat. Gvizdek? Yes. But who thinks of such names? It's a real tongue twister. Persuade him to invest money in the Horns and Hooves Trust. If you do that, we'll give you a generous portion of what he gives us. I do need money in the next 48 hours. Why, what a totally ordinary potted plant. What? $4,000, you don't say. Have you seen Mark Ranek's glasses, Martha? Who is it? The old man who lives on the second floor. No, it wasn't me, but if you give me some candy, I'll tell you who it was. Trading is bad, honey. Just let me know who you saw. I'll buy you the sweets just because. Why did Mom say that? I heard she said that you have to buy perfume for her first, and then everything else. I want candy, Daddy. Holding out. Well, Nathan Keller, how fortuitous it is that you happened to show up just right now. They were actually in there, I couldn't plant the apples yet. My compliments, but I do think... No, wait, I had to spend that money. How long do I have to get the... Oh, I have a while for the radio. I did have to repair that, though. What else can I do? You wanted chocolate candy, right? $22.50. So expensive nowadays. Come on, Martha. Give me the stiff. Ask about the glasses, offer the candy. Here's your candy, love. I saw Patrick take the glasses from under the table in the kitchen. He cleaned them with his sleeve, tried one, and then put them in his pockets. I see, Patrick. You won't tell him off, will you, Dad? Patrick? Oh. Even more money. Thank you. Yes, Father? What did you do with Mr. Ranek's glasses, Patrick? I haven't done anything. I know they were found under the table in the kitchen. Give them back at once. Until the old man called the police and accused us of robbery? Okay, here it is. I wear them at the university to look older and smarter. No, you don't. You got kicked out. I didn't know the old man would make a scene about this. I wanted to give them back, honest. Are you trying to look older or smarter? Use your brain instead of a pair of glasses. Now get out of here. And I'll move in. He urgently needs to rent an apartment for a few days. That was the wrong button. I wanted to knock on the door. I'm gonna blackmail you in a minute, but first of all, I found your glasses. Look under the kitchen table. My son took them. He wanted to look smart at university. I find that honesty is usually the best policy, but I also hate these people. I'm still gonna tell the truth, though. Ah, young people, they're in such a hurry to grow up. They don't think about going bald and getting fat. This is for your honesty. Thank you. Oh, we actually got money. I wasn't expecting that. I have another tenant to get money out of. Perfect. I need more apples. My name is Carl. I'm the landlord of this building. My son's reading. Why is everybody reading? Everybody in my family's been caught reading now, and Aleosius is reading now too. I've got 4 people reading, but I mean, I'm not going to turn in my family naturally. I respectfully thank you for taking in more tenants. I am Leo Gvizdek. I will be here for a few days attending to an important matter. What brought you to Helmer? I feel fortunate for the first time in my long life, or difficult life. I won the labor lottery and have come to the award ceremony. Talk about the lottery. How will you spend your winnings? I have a difficult dilemma. My sister's house burned down recently. She and her family live close to the front line, and I want to move them here. But I have no family. My coworkers are my family. I'm also going to buy new work shoes and a case for my tools. I'm buying gifts for my nieces and nephews. I found a shop where you can buy honey, cockerels, and cranberries with sugar. Great deal. I love cranberries too. Remember, you can only buy 2 packs at a time. 2 packs? Then I'll make a few trips. There's so many barges loaded down with coal. Isn't that amazing? I caught you. Ask what he wants. Do you want something? I need your help, Carl. I have to go to the administrative offices tomorrow. There's going to be an award ceremony. I'm a simple man. I work at the factory. I've never owned a suit. I bought a 2-piece suit at the funeral shop, but there were no ties. The department store is also out of ties. Could you help me find a tie? Everyone will be okay. I just can't go shopping. I think if they mean anything will be okay, any kind of tie. I'll try to think of something. I know you'll be a big help. I'll pay you. This also sounds fantastic. I have already profiled and blackmailed this person, and as such, I'm gonna give him the box. I was asked to give you this box. Perfect. Danton wasn't wrong about you. Here's the money. Then I'll move out in a couple of days. It's time for great deeds. 3,000. I have enough. I see. You like alcohol. Yes! Everything's working out. Yes, Father. Learn what has happened. I can't bear it anymore, Dad. Another day in the mine and I'll hang myself. And what do you suggest? I want to leave the country, Dad. If I stay here, I'll eventually cease to be human. I can feel myself becoming dumber every day, and there's no way I'll ever get out of this. And where are you going? One of my coworkers told me they need my profile experts in North Berea. The same profile I had at the university. I'll be able to graduate and get a good job there. North? Are you sure it's not South Berea? Isn't it the same? Poor little miner. Too bad they didn't teach you geography at the university. North and South Berea are two different planets. That's not funny, Dad. Okay, how much do you need? A lot, Dad. 10,000. I'll see what I can do. Thanks, Dad. You rule. You're gonna ruin my future. You're spending $10,000 to send me to North Berea. Only 'cause I love you, son. Oh, it's just a trip. You're not gonna live there. Okay. Maybe if it was just a short trip. I don't really want my son to die. Why? What an unoccupied... Oh, no, wait. First we buy the medicine. First we buy the medicine. Before anything else, we buy the medicine. Medicine. Saving my daughter. Nothing else is more important. Here's your Liebespirit. Say hello to your wife for me. I hope your daughter gets better. Born medicine for Martha. Honey, I did it. I'm the best dad in the world, except for... maybe not for my son. I don't know, I gave him money once. What, Carl? Talk about Martha's medicine. I beg you, Carl, find that medicine. Good news, Anna. Are you crazy? Martha can barely stand. I brought Martha's medicine. I found Liebespirit. I brought her the pure spirit, Anna. Really? Carl, I'm sorry. I was wrong about you. Our baby will finally get well. I must give her the medicine at once. 1,000. I like that I can actually spend this in dialogue options. Are you getting better? Is this what it looks like when my daughter's happy? Tears go away. Happy family. I didn't spend a house's amount of money saving you so that you could be sad. Never cry ever again. Why, whoever could it be? Good afternoon, Carl. This is George Danton. Where did you take my number? Our unit has friends everywhere. All I want from you is an explanation about which unit you're discussing. I have a family. I must know what you're getting me into. We're trying to make the world a better place, Carl. They're the revolutionaries. That probably was a bomb, but it wasn't to kill him, it was to kill somebody else. It's impossible with our current government. As you know, the current government is unwilling to change. What's your unit's name? Unit of Confident Revolutionists? The Next Tomorrow Movement. Why are you being sarcastic, Carl? We might have become best friends. You can earn the money you so desperately need for your family. What if I refuse to deal with you and report you to the quarter? I'm afraid your refusal can lead to unpleasant consequences for both of us. I repeat, we have friends everywhere. I knew it. There is something behind your chatter about a better tomorrow. One can't fry eggs without breaking them. You have kids, and therefore must know what it means to sacrifice yourself for the sake of future generations. Will you offer to sacrifice someone else? Me, for example? Not necessarily, Carl. You just need to agree to be ready to help our movement. I really don't have a choice. What do you want from me? Find an apartment in your wonderful building for our faithful comrade. His name is Antoine Grubik, and he will stay in the building for about a week. Let's say I agree. How much will you pay me? 3,000. This will just be the beginning of our collaboration. Who's that? Antoine is very important to our unit. He's a printing specialist and will print brochures criticizing the current state government. We'll owe you if you hide him. We're planning to go on strike at a factory in the near future and need those brochures. It won't work without them. If you don't force me to help the revolutionary movement, describe your perception of the state of our country. I must know why I'm putting myself at the risk. Why do you need an explanation, Carl? You already know everything. Total control of people, ridiculous bans on everything, no freedom of speech. What do I get in return? Cards for clothes? Food? Soap? People shudder at night when they hear the slightest sound. They're afraid someone will come to take them away. What do you think reports written by one family member to turn... What do you think of reports written by one family member to turn in another? Is it okay? What about your job, Carl? What normal society can count it appropriate? I do the job I was assigned. I don't have a choice. You always have a choice. Help us, Carl. Our children will have a society where they won't be jailed for their choices. Well, since I don't really have any other choice, as far as I can see, I have no choice. Antoine Grubik, I'll see what I can do. Great, Carl. Be careful. You're doing it the wrong way. You're doing it a really terrible, mean way. You're doing it a very I want to betray you now way. Oh, I actually have lots of choices. That's new, but Antoine Grubick is the one that I need. Looking to rent an apartment by the print shop will be no problem. Give me the money. Thanks, Carl. I'll send the money to your account. Please help Comrade Grubick the best you can. He's doing an important thing. Help us in spy, do you understand me? I never doubted you. I'll call you in a couple of days to see how you're doing. See, they're forcing me into it, and that's a really, really, really bad way to do it. Oh, I already blackmailed him twice, so I don't really care. Oh, I could have moved him down here then. I already had cameras down here. Several unidentified individuals dressed in white robes snuck into the university and threatened to cover the blackboards with words that would tarnish the dignity of Miroslav Pepper. Professor Pepper resigned and was rushed to the hospital. 11 people were reportedly killed during the arrest. What? So someone wrote naughty words on the board, and then the police showed up and killed 11 people? Professor Pepper, who is infamous for committing bribery and other dirty deeds, has finally done something useful. Namely, he admitted to impeding the education of our young people instead of promoting it. Shame on the person that sends our students to war. What were the doctors doing in the university? I could repair that, but I'm kind of short on cash. Did I blackmail anybody else and forget about it? I did steal an apple bag, the apple that I put in here. So I could go and put that up here if he finally left. This guy never leaves his house. Score. I'm putting up cameras too. He was still in here. I didn't see him. Something's going down. But, yeah. I was just about to get the 2,000 from here. And then just sell something real quick to get the money to send my son. But, whenever the Raneks left, they reported that I helped the Shimmers. So, that's a thing. I knew I should have got them arrested. Life is so much better with all these single tenants. It's so much easier to go back and forth. Oh, I can actually put cameras up here now. I mean, I guess since I couldn't give him the 10,000 that he wanted, I can get the radio and everything just fine now. It just really sucks. I only managed to do his first easy quest, and then after that, because I was more interested in saving my daughter than just getting him luxuries, it didn't go anywhere. Will you please get in the house? Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have lots anyway. Why? Why would you do this to me? I need to go answer the phone. Also, stupid as it is, because I was talking, I didn't see who got arrested. I'll watch the video footage and see. Pick up the phone. Ministry of Order. Carl, we bring you sad news. Your son, Patrick Stein, took part in the central bank robbery and was killed by police? Our condolences. Since your son is underage, you will be fined 5,000 for the damage he did to the central bank. I didn't send him to North Berea, so he tried to rob a bank for the money, and they shot him dead, and he somehow managed to do 5,000 damage. $5,000 worth of damage. Shouldn't have even given him the 550 to go see his girlfriend, then. It's ridiculous. I still have a daughter. I still have a good kid. We'll be okay. Last night, criminals boldly robbed the West Branch of the central bank. The police neutralized them before they escaped and are working to establish their identities. Several factory workers and an underage minor are reportedly among them. Comrades, the government has turned our workers into criminals. Poverty ruins young lives. Then they die on the steps of Central Bank with bullets in their chests. They died so we could keep fighting. We should have recruited them. Being idle drove them crazy. Anywho, My son is actually dead. But we spent a massive amount of money to save my daughter. And you know what? It's probably easier to keep 2 people alive than it is to keep 3 people alive. So our expenses are down? Net positive? Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you liked it. Later, everybody.